Hi, ShellPoint. I'm Christy Skinner, your Senior Director of Healthcare Services, and I'm excited to bring you another edition of the Medical Minute. Did you know that the heart beats about 2.5 billion times over the average lifetime, pushing out millions of gallons of blood to every part of your body? That steady flow carries with it oxygen, fuel, hormones, other compounds, and a host of essential cells. When the heart stops, essential functions fail, sometimes almost instantly. Given the heart's never-ending workload, it is a wonder it performs so well for so long for so many people. But it can also fail, brought down by poor diet and a lack of exercise, smoking, infection, unlucky genes, and more. We live our lives by numbers. Telephone numbers, PIN numbers, password numbers, and the list could go on and on. And I would like to take advantage of the opportunity to create awareness for you of some important numbers as they relate to your heart health, and they could literally save your life. Your blood pressure, your cholesterol levels, and your waistline. Healthy numbers mean a healthy heart, and that is truly at the heart of it all. I am sure at some point in this series you are going to tire of me saying things, but it really relates to many health-related concerns. Eating a well-balanced diet, getting regular exercise, and additionally for heart health and many other reasons, avoiding smoking. You can even turn bad numbers to good. Even small changes make a big difference. For every 1 point you raise your HDL, the good cholesterol, you reduce your risk of coronary disease by 2%, according to Dr. Lori Moscow, Director of Columbia Center for Heart Disease in New York City. So in doing the math, increasing my HDL by 5 points reduces my risk by 10%. When evaluating numbers, you need not only look at where you are, but where you have been and where your numbers are heading and the direction they are going. If your blood pressure is within normal range, but numbers are increasing, that is something to pay attention to. Adversely, if your cholesterol number is lowering, keep up the good eating habits and the exercise. Let's run through 3 areas you need to remember, starting with blood pressure numbers. Blood pressure consists of 2 numbers, your systolic and diastolic pressure. Systolic pressure measures the pressure against the artery walls when the heart pumps blood out during the heartbeat, while the diastolic pressure measures the same pressure between the heartbeats. Both are important, and just because one is normal doesn't mean the other is. You have normal blood pressure, pre-hypertension, and hypertension. Normal areas of concern in these categories need to be discussed with your physician due to other clinical indicators that can influence your numbers and what's normal for you. 1 in 3 adults in the U.S., about 74 million, have high blood pressure or pre-hypertension. Cholesterol is known as the predictor of heart attacks. It isn't all bad, as we've discussed the benefits of increasing the good cholesterol, or HDL. There are 3 different lipids, or numbers, evaluated when talking about cholesterol: LDL, HDL, and triglycerides. They combine for the overall lipid profile, but each individual number is important. We already know we want our HDL to be higher, as that is the good cop. Well, that means there has to be a bad cop, or cholesterol, and that is the LDL. LDL is the number that most doctors and heart health programs focus on. Every single point lowered with LDL makes a difference as well. What causes LDL to be high? Most of the time, diet is the key. Eating foods rich in trans fats, saturated fat, and carbohydrates can be the culprit. Genetics can also play a role as well in some medications that elevate the LDL level. Lastly, we can't help but evaluate the importance of the number associated with our waistline. If there is one number you remember, your waist size is the one to remember. Why? Because better than your weight or even your BMI, your waist size predicts your heart disease risk, according to Dr. Moscow. If you have a waist size that is equal to or larger than 35 inches in women and 40 inches or larger in men, you are at increased risk for cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, and abnormal cholesterol. Here's the good news. Even losing 1 inch off your waist will improve your overall numbers, and conversely, Gaining 1 inch around your waist can move your numbers in a bad direction related to your heart health. I bet you can form a pretty good conclusion from this series. First, know your numbers related to your blood pressure, your cholesterol levels, and your waistline. Secondly, talk to your practitioner about what those look like, how you are trending, and what steps you need to take for your heart health. Walk with the docs, anyone? Lastly, evaluate what lifestyle changes we can support for you here on campus and reach out for more information. We are here to help you get healthy, keep you healthy, and support the lifestyle you want to live. That is what healthy living at Shell Point is all about. For questions, my email is christyskinner@shellpoint.org. Until next time, Shell Point, stay healthy.